Hi guys, so I wrote this story in like 5th or 6th grade called The Alien Invasion, and right now I'm about to have Duggan read it out loud for me on my front porch. So here we go. Alright, Duggan, we're ready to go. The video's already recording. Gotta make sure it looks nice on camera. And then, what else do I need to do? So today I got this in the mail, and it's a book called Duck, Duck, Dinosaur. I've never heard of it, and I don't even know why it got sent to me, but I love dinosaurs. And then I got also this other book called Clark Shark. I don't know why I'm getting these books for kids. Alright, well, I'm ready for you to read because the video is already on. And I'm about to do this while you're reading. Luna, you're going inside. Come on. Come on. Luna. Luna. Inside. Inside. Come on. Come on. Inside.
Too much noise, dog.
The video's recording right now.
Where? Okay, good. The Alien Invasion by Sarah Jondreau. One day, this alien was observing a planet called Earth. The alien's name was Clarence, and his language is called orangutan. Of course, Clarence didn't know that the planet was called Earth, because his language is really strange. Sofab's nympho, Clarence said to his friend, Apagiki. Mate Kokos, he replied. The aliens of Clarence's planet had only one alienish pet, Gorky. That pet was a real pain in the alien butt. Gorky would jump on you and slobber on your face till it's pruned. The aliens lived on a planet called Asabil. Akabil. The planet was a star, believe it or not. When the aliens saw our sun, it was so puny compared to their planet and sun. One day an alien from a different planet came to Clarence's planet. He did this just because he was a baby from a planet called Zorkon. Now this baby is not just an ordinary baby if he could travel from his planet to Clarence's planet, which was 90 light years away. That fast, and that baby alien is certainly not ordinary. Clarence was the first alien of his planet to see the baby alien. Clarence named the baby Clarence Jr. Years and years passed, and still Clarence didn't know that Clarence Jr. was a baby alien from another planet called Zorkon. He was trying to find the parents of this lost toddler alien, and he asked every single alien on his entire planet, but they said no in alien language. Then Clarence just realized that the toddler came from a different planet, and that if the toddler got there all by itself, then that baby is not an ordinary baby. Aliens in space have special control things that they can call an alien from a different planet with. This control thing was called a captor zaptor. So Clarence called every alien on every planet except for two aliens. Those aliens were the parents of Clarence Jr., not ordinary aliens either. You see, Clarence Jr. came from a family that wasn't ordinary compared to other aliens, and from a family that had secret powers. Clarence now figured out that Clarence Jr. had powers because he saw Clarence Jr. zap a amphibious with his eyes.
Yep, amphibious.
An amphibious is an alien insect. Just then, Clarence said to himself in alien language, maybe I could get this toddler to invade the planet that I've been observing for so long. So Clarence told his 5 best alien friends about the planet, the invasion, and the toddler. Clarence's 5 best alien friends' names were Ifloid, Shaktala, Frakazoid,
Ilfloid, Shataka, Frakazoid,
Apagiki, and Milizoid. We're with you, said Milizoid in alien language. Everyone else said Gazer, which means yeah. Meanwhile, Clarence Jr. was wondering, what is a planet like me doing on a kid like this? Wait a minute, did I just say that backwards? I'm sorry, I guess I did. What is a kid like me doing on a planet like this? Clarence Jr. was very confused. Clarence was telling his friends about trying to teach Clarence Jr. to talk. He said in alien language, we could teach him to use his powers very wisely and only on the planet that we were observing. Let's call this planet Rurby Pop.
Yep.
That's a weird name to call Earth, isn't it? Years and years passed, and Clarence Jr. became very educated. He would use his powers wisely and only for good things. Except when Clarence told that kid about Ruby Pop and how to invade it by using powers. Clarence Jr. knew that it was wrong, but Clarence was like a father to Clarence Jr., so Clarence Jr. obeyed Clarence. Meanwhile, on the planet Zorkon, the parents of Clarence Jr. were looking for him. Clarence Jr. wasn't his real name. His real name was Rekaton, meaning joyful in the alien language. Rekaton didn't know that his name was Rekaton because his parents didn't tell him. His parents didn't tell him because Rekaton was too young to know, and before they could tell him, Rekaton drifted away to Akabil.
Akabil.
It took weeks and weeks to finally get the invasion plan memorized to perfect. This is what the invasion would look like.
Well, you want to show it on the camera, what the invasion looks like?
Yes.
Let me show it. It says, this is what the invasion will look like. And it's just that. This is my 5th grade, 6th grade self.
Yes. This is their invading plan. 1. Rekaton would float next to the planet. 2. Rekaton would really observe the planet. 3. Rekaton would remember the name of the invasion, the plan of the invasion. 4. Rekaton, Apakiki, Milizoid, Frakazoid, Ilfloid, Shatalka, and Clarence would start to invade. All of them took a spaceship down to Earth. This is what the spaceship looked like. You might want to look at it again.
Why don't you go show it?
Look at that spaceship. Then they landed on Earth and stayed in the spaceship until night came and no one was there. They landed in a town called Brockville. Then they got out of the spaceship. Clarence told all of them to split up and go to different houses. Rekaton went to a house with the address of 17 Vilford Drive. There he went to a little girl's room. The little girl's name was Jenny. When Rekaton went into Jenny's room, Jenny was sleeping. In her sleep, she smelled the horrible smell of garbage. Garbage is the smell of aliens. Jenny opened her eyes a crack and didn't believe what she saw. She saw an alien that was coming closer and closer to her. She said, "Please don't hurt me." When Rekaton stopped for a minute and looked into the girl's terrified face, he reached out for her hand. The girl touched it very quickly. They both felt a rush of cold air go by them. They jumped. "Ah!" Jenny screamed. Rekaton left the room and went to a closet door just when Jenny's parents came to see what was the matter. Rekaton looked in a crack through the closet that he hid in. He saw Jenny's mother kissing her goodnight. Jenny's father closed her door and said goodnight too. Just when the parents left, Rekaton went up to the girl and just looked into her eyes. Jenny realized that Rekaton was a nice alien. Jenny got out of bed, hugged the alien, and didn't know what the heck she was doing. Rekaton forgot all about invading the house and started doing the exact opposite of invading. But this little girl was so nice he didn't want to invade the house. So after a few minutes, Rekaton left to find a house he could invade. Meanwhile, Clarence went to a house with the address of 19 Sherry Lane. In this house, there were no kids. So Clarence had a very high chance of invading this house. He snuck in the front door, crept up the stairwell, and peeked in the bedroom doorway. In that doorway, there was an old couple. Of course, Clarence didn't want to invade these old people, but he knew the rules. Can you guess where the address of where Rekaton went? He went to 19 Sherry Lane. And he snuck up in the front door, crept up the stairwell, and just as he was coming toward the bedroom, Clarence came out and scared Rekaton. Of course, Clarence didn't mean to. "This is how far you've gotten in this much time," said Clarence in alien language. "Yes, because the first house I went to had this sweet little girl, and I didn't want to invade something so little and so sweet." "How come you didn't get to invade?" said Rekaton. "Well, there's this old couple in this house, and I didn't want to invade them either. I wonder how the others are doing in their invading. Maybe we should go find them and tell them a different invading plan," said Clarence. "Yes," said Rekaton. Meanwhile, Shatalka was getting to her invading on 967 Metapod Road, and that's exactly where Rekaton and Clarence went first. They met with Shatalka and told her to help find the others. They found Ilfloid, Apakiki, Frakazoid, and Milizoid. They decided to invade Brockville itself because invading the house, besides invading one house at a time. An hour later, they had a plan all set up. It was 12 p.m. sharp. They were ready to invade. The aliens asked Rekaton to hypnotize all of the people in the town, and all of a sudden a light came out of Rekaton's eyes. The light went from house to house, and people started coming out of their houses toward the aliens. From that hypnotized thing that Rekaton did, people could now speak and understand alien language. This whole thing is an alien language. "Everyone here, I want you all to obey me," said Clarence, "and you will not be harmed. Everyone follow me." They were in the state of Louisiana. Pretty soon they came to the Mississippi River. They tried to find a way to cross, and after a while, Rekaton found out a way. Since there were over 100,000 people there, and most of them were really tall, he figured if they lay down all in a row across the river, they'd be like a bridge. So they tried that, and it worked. But the bad news was they were going to take over the earth. They went from town to town, all over Louisiana, and they got to every person. Now they had to think of a plan to split up. Their plan was to divide the people into 50 equal groups, one group for each state. And each group take over that state and meet in Long Island, where they were finished taking over. So the people did their plan and got every state and every town except for the town called Minsulaka. They did not know about this land, for it was made up of underground paths and houses. There wasn't a huge population there because few people knew about that land. One day, someone from that land came out of the ground and noticed there was no one there. He knew it was strange, so he called the others. They finally said they would fight whatever was doing this to the people. So they got their weapons together and set off for a journey that they knew what they wouldn't forget. They packed water, guns, food, and lasers. They had no idea that they would be fighting aliens. They thought they would be going to war with Russia. Just as they were going out from underground, Lenny heard a shriek. He called back, "Who's left behind?" "Me, Jane." "Don't worry, Jane, I'll come back there and get you." Jane and Lenny were a married couple and had 5 children, 3 of which they adopted. The other 2 were miracle babies. The women and children were left behind to keep a lookout for any war starters. All except for 2 women stayed. Jane and Mary were best friends. They were brave enough to go with the men. As they walked through the forest and woods, they thought about where they were going to fight.
Jane and Mary Jane.
Yes. Suddenly one
I
guy
was 6th
named...
grade, I didn't even put that together.
I understand. Suddenly one guy named Max thought that aliens would come
My
to
brother's
fight.
named Max. Yo, Max, shout out to you. You're a character in my
He
book.
said that Russians would kill us and not take us away, right? Only aliens would take us away. Everyone stared at him. One guy said, that's not a bad idea. He was Max's best friend. His name was Henry White. They all agreed with Max, even the 2 girls. They really had to plan a good plan, so Max figured out there were 150 people there, including the girls. He divided 150 to 50. Since there were 50 states, he got 3, so he put 3 people for each state. All the people that lived underground were millionaires, so it was easy to fly on airplanes to go to the States. Everyone had to be brave and aware that other living things were around them. All the groups in the end met up in California. When they got all the aliens, they put them in a dumpster and buried them in trash. As for the people, they just got rescued from about dying. They thought that they had got all the aliens, but they didn't. They forgot in record time.
That's the alien invasion.